Welcome to another compilation of the Neckbeard experience. Even though I say it's a compilation, it's just all the stories read at once. Instead of reading them in different episodes, I decided to read it all at once. I like doing it that way. Plus you get the whole story. This is Skunkbeard. I received this from a subscriber, and it was also posted on Reddit. As a matter of fact, when he sent it to me, I think I took too long, but I found it on Reddit again because I'm so wonderful at checking emails and everything. But I'm happy to find it and be able to read it to you. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope I do it justice. And without further ado, I present to you Skunkbeard. I had been working at a thrift store. We took donations of clothing and a crapload of other stuff. Jake, Naomi, and Skunkbeard have been hired to work there. Jake, Skunkbeard, and we took in the donations and sorted them. Naomi, she was in charge of pricing the stuff and considered what was good enough to sell. I'm literally a big husky guy. I'm a wisecracking black man, and I got a mouth smarter than Stephen Hawking. Not intelligence-wise, kinda like wisecracks. People say I remind them of Bugs Bunny in human form. At least that's what folks tell me. I'm usually the one that crack jokes, making everyone laugh, or start conversations of the nerd variety, usually about anime, Marvel, DC, many other things that are nerdy. Now Naomi, she's a beautiful, curvy, nerdy, Japanese girl, so it's not hard to imagine her being Neckbeard bait. Her English was flawless, but she still kinda had an accent. She was super nerdy, despite how beautiful she was. Not that looks have anything to do with being nerdy, going against stereotype. People would have never guessed, when looking at her, that she could correct people about the true canon of the entire Dragon Ball series. This was much to the delight of Skunkbeard. Jake is your average 6-foot tall British guy. Oddly enough, he does not have an accent. I know it's weird. His father has an accent that's thicker than Kanye West ego. Last but not least, there's Skunkbeard. He's the typical nice guy. He's about 5'11", he's got a huge gut, greasy black hair, he smelled like baked beans and a skunk booty, which is why I called him Skunkbeard. He was lazy. He talked and bragged non-stop. Barely showed up on time. Worst of all, he talked about weird creepy stuff. Like for example, he would say, "What if Trunks got with Pan and GT? That would have been super hot. Who cares if she's a lolly? It's not hurting anybody." Nasty. The character, she's like 12, and Trunks is like 18 to 20 years old. He constantly hit on random girls in the store, mostly short Asian girls, and getting rejected harshly. Now this situation happened around 2 months of working there. It was our break time, and we decided to have a discussion about the Black Panther movie, Black Panther in general really, and Naomi starts off.
I really like the Black Panther. His suit is so cool and advanced. I really like Chadwick as T'Challa. He was so handsome and was absolutely perfect for the role. Marvel better keep him.
Oh, I love the casting for the movie, especially the villain Killmonger. Oh please, Black Panther was terrible. There was hardly any white people there. It was so unrealistic. What a waste of film. They could have done another movie about Captain America, or maybe some sexy female hero like Mantis or Black Widow. He said that with an uppity "I'm better than you" tone. Seriously, it's a movie about an African tribe, based in the Marvel Universe. It's fiction, it's supposed to be unrealistic. Like I said, African tribe. Not white tribe, not Asian tribe, African. For one, it's fiction. It's supposed to be unrealistic. Knowing him, he probably said it to get a rise out of me. But before I can clap back, Naomi steps up and tells him off.
What are you even saying? Did you even see the movie? It was a predominantly black cast because it's set in Africa. With your backward logic, that would be like Kay complaining about a movie set in feudal Japan and asking where all the Africans are at. It wouldn't make sense. It's okay if you don't like the movie, but at least make a real argument.
She literally could destroy someone with her wit alone. Oh, jeez. I'm just stating a fact. It's not a fact. It's an opinion, dude. Learn the difference. Whatever. So anyway, I was wanting to see if you and I could go see a real movie tomorrow, my lady. It was at this moment I didn't think people like him, or Neckbeards, actually said my lady. I thought it was BS, and people on Reddit were just exaggerating. But, whoop, there it is.
No thank you. Kay is showing me around town tomorrow.
Rejection excuse number 1. In understanding her situation, I played along because I didn't think it would get crazy. Or so I thought. Okay, maybe next time. He gets up out of his chair in a huff, walks away with a defeated look in his eyes. Then he directed his gaze at me with a death glare. He didn't say it, but I've seen enough anime and old classic cartoons to know what it meant. You win this round. Or, you haven't seen the last of me. After that interaction, this led to many weeks of him trying to holler at her, and she trying to ignore him and reject him in the kindest possible way to spare his feelings. She was a sweet person, like Starfire from the original Teen Titans sweet. Yes, that sweet, y'all. He would buy her chocolates and all sorts of snacks during our break, to the point where she got uncomfortable, and she started skipping her break, or at least take it 10 minutes later, until her manager caught on, and he pulled me aside and asked me what was up. This is how the conversation went down. It's because she's trying to avoid Skunkbeard. Why is she trying to avoid him? Nothing personal, but you'll have to ask her. That's not my business to tell. That, and I don't want any of the coworkers being all up in her business, spreading gossip. I understand how you feel. Can you tell her to come to the office? I need to take care of a few things real quick, if you don't mind. No problem, boss. I proceeded to go get her, as instructed. As I walked past the water fountain, turned the corner, and at the end of this really long hallway, I see Skunkbeard. He's standing in front of her, with his hand against the wall right beside her, like that serious anime guy pose, where they want to ask a girl out, or confess, but won't take no for an answer. A gang-style don, or a wall pin, I'm not sure what it's called. It just looked lame and stupid. After processing what's happening, I ran over to them, getting Skunkbeard to lower his guard. When he realized I was coming toward them, and when there was an opening, she darted towards me, with a freaked out and disgusted look on her face, like she just smelled 5-day-old chitterlings. I say chitlins. They are cooked hog intestines, just in case you're wondering. And trust me, they smell awful if you leave them out. I'll let her know that the boss wants to see her in the office, and after she walks away, I gave Skunkbeard the 3rd degree. Dude, what the did you do to her, man? I was just asking her out for dinner. I wasn't anything but nice to her. You won't even give me a chance. I guess she can't handle a gentleman like me. She should be honored that a nice guy like me would approach her instead of some asshole. Dude, did you see the look in her eyes? She's not interested. And what you were doing, that is the most ungentlemanly-like thing you could have done. You need to shut the up with that. Oh, I'm such a nice guy, and that's why girls don't like me, bullshit. Get the hell out of here with that mess. F you. She's just not used to a nice guy like me. I won't treat her like shit. Guys like you treat them like shit. Only so you can just hump them and dump them after you're done with them. And you get what you want. I was baffled at the absolute stupidity that came out of his mouth. I was about to go off on him, and decide to stop being nice, and to tell him the hard truth, but I kept my cool. One of the most difficult things I've ever done. Dude, what the actual are you talking about? Real nice guys don't pin girls against the wall like that, like in some crappy anime scene. I don't abuse women, and not every guy's like that. Have you really seen yourself lately? No means no, dude. If you want a girlfriend, here's some advice. But before I get a chance to rip this guy a new one, I hear the boss calling over the loudspeaker. Skunkbeard, report to the manager's office right now. Uh-oh, somebody's in trouble. He heads to the office just as she's walking out. Skunkbeard and the manager are in the office for like 30 minutes. He is then seen leaving and going to his car. We didn't see him for like a week. During the week of no Skunkbeard, I took Naomi out to a restaurant and for some ice cream to make her feel better about what happened. She was really shaken up about it. She also explained that this wasn't her first rodeo. When it comes to creeps and smelly weirdos, I tell her that I wasn't surprised by that in the slightest. After a while, we ended up spending more time together, more and more often throughout the week, getting to know each other and swapping stories. The week comes and goes, and he comes back to work with a write-up for inappropriate conduct, in which he was suspended without pay. The only reason why he didn't get fired is that he didn't actually put his hands on her. At least that's what they said they saw on the camera. Personally, I thought it was a load of BS. Then again, working here as long as I have I've noticed it's really hard to get fired from here. So another 2 months passed by after the incident. He really didn't do much or speak to us at all for a while, unless it was work related. Until after one crazy workday. It happened so fast. We were closing up for the night, heading to our car, and out of the blue, Naomi asked me out. Jake and Skunkbeard are standing a few feet away, and they overhear this in the parking lot. And the conversation went like this.
Hey Kay, wanna go see Infinity War with me on Saturday?
She knew that we were both off that day, and it had been a week since Infinity War came out. Oh hell yeah! I'll go with you. I'm dying to see it. I was overexcited because most of my life, I've asked the girl out myself, but this was the other way around. What? I'm a nerd after all, what do you expect? Don't judge me. Hey, can I and Sheena come with you guys? We'll make it a double date. It's cool with me. What about you, Naomi?
I don't mind at all.
Blushing with a bright smile, Skunkbeard overheard this and slowly processes what's going on. He gets insanely jealous. Real shocker, right? Then begins to go on a rant and gets pretty offensive. I kid you not, y'all. He actually said this in public. What the f***? Girls are so f***ing fickle. You'll go out with him, but won't go on a date with me? Dude, what the f*** is your deal, man? She doesn't want you. Get over it. Spoken like a true f***ing beta male bitch. Dude, seriously, like you're one to talk. You're the one who's acting like a whiny bitch because he's not getting his way. Grow the f*** up. Shut the f*** up. She probably only wants to date you because you're black. She's a little Russ bitch. He's probably just a slut for black anyway. Bro, what the f*** does race have to do with it? She doesn't want to date you. Get the f*** over yourself, you racist prick. Say one more disrespectful thing about her, and I'll punch you in the motherfucking jaw. Jake steps behind me and holds me back, because he knows me quite well. And he knows I might joke a lot, but if you make me mad, it's gonna take like 6 people to pull me off of whoever started the fight. I may be a nerd, I learned Muay Thai from my dad. In the past, I gave a few bullies a big surprise. In other words, I was ready if he tried anything. Calm down, Kay. This man ain't worth it. Naomi has a blank, nervous expression on her face. Now, I'm no mind reader, but I could tell she really didn't want to put up with this. I was about to step up, tell him off, and punch him in the face. But she hardened her heart, and she told him straight up why she didn't want to date him. In the most savage way possible. She stumbled with her words, like you could tell that she didn't like confrontation. And despite her calm, sweet voice, she still managed to raise her voice and roast him pretty good. She said,
Look, you racist piece of no means no. I don't want to date you, let alone be anywhere close to you, because you smell terrible. You're very lazy, even though your job is super easy to do. You claim to be a nice guy, but last time I checked, real nice guys don't whine when they don't get their way, like spoiled kids, or put girls in corners. Do me a favor and leave me the hell alone.
After hearing all of this, he just loses it and starts crying. He then gets in his car and yells, F*** you! 3 days later, he avoids us like the plague, and he quits. But that wasn't the end of it. Have other stories about him, trying to get in between me and Naomi, and also what he tried to do to her little sister. This took place about a week after he quit. It was Saturday night, and I finally decided what I wanted to wear. A striped polo shirt, black jeans, and black and white Nikes. I hop in my car and I go to pick up Naomi. I go to her house, walk up on her porch, ring the doorbell, and the door opens wide. And it's her little sister. Her little sister's name is Nahabi. She's short, but she's savage. As a matter of fact, she knows several forms of martial arts. So much so that I wouldn't want to spar with her. She's quite dangerous. She opens the door and she says,
Hey, and who might you be, big guy?
I'm Kay. I'm here to pick up Naomi. Is she ready?
Oh, okay then. Don't be shy. Come on in and have a seat. Hey, Naomi, your date is here. I'm Hanabi. It's nice to meet you.
We shake hands. Nice to meet you too.
I'll be right out.
I sit on their couch, and Naomi walks out of the bathroom. She looks really good. I couldn't take my eyes off of her. She was wearing a black Hello Kitty midriff shirt with tight blue jeans. She had her hair tied up in a bun, and her makeup was on point. She was quite a sight. Hanabi looked over at me and she said,
Hey, big guy, you can pull your jaw off the floor now.
I'm a little embarrassed and I blushed. What? She looks amazing.
Thank you. You're not so bad yourself, handsome.
And she smiles. You ready?
Hell yeah. Hanabi, are you sure you don't want to come with us?
No thanks. I've already seen Infinity War with my boyfriend. We went opening night.
Damn, y'all lucky. Alright, let's get going. We gonna pick up Jake and Shanna. We head out of the door and go straight to Jake's apartment. We pick him and Shanna up. I honk the horn and they come running out, but little did I know, there was a strange old beat up red sedan following us. I didn't notice this until Shanna said something about it.
Hey, Kay, there's a car following us? Like every turn and stoplight, man. Shanna, you're kidding, right?
For real? Are you serious? Oh, dude, she's not kidding. I see the Dollar Tree. I turn into the parking lot, and I try to lose them. I park the car and we watch. The red car turns in, and it parks only a few spaces away from us. It's a really big dude in a stained green hoodie, and his face is covered as he walks out. He goes into the store, then comes out with 2 big bags of Doritos. He gets in his car, looks over at us, then he drives off. We all calm down because we thought something bad was going to happen to us. After that little bit of relief, we went into the store. We grabbed some snacks so we could sneak in. The prices of the snacks in the theater are crazy. Don't judge. Well, we snack up. We head to the mall and we go to the theater. We barely made it in on time. We bought our tickets and walked in, just as the last trailer finished. I've never been that lucky. The movie was getting good. Spoiler warning, if you haven't seen it, seriously, if you haven't, stop reading this and go watch it. It's on Netflix. We were where Thor, Rocket, and Groot were forging Stormbreaker. Then the same guy that we saw earlier scooted past us in the row. We didn't really care to notice. The movie was too good until that stench hit our nose. The smell was awful. And just our luck, he sat right next to Naomi. The next thing you know, the folks around us start to talk about this stench and about how bad someone smelled. Then we started to talk about the smell too. Dude, what the is that smell?
Oh my god, did someone forget to wash their balls or something?
No, y'all. He smells like nuts and Doritos, bro. Naomi tries to be nice and ignore the smell, but she took all that she could. She moves my armrest up and she scoots closer to me. Then this guy scoots closer to her and he puts his hand on her thigh. She moves it off and he puts it back. She gets upset and she says something.
Hey, can you keep your hands to yourself?
The guy takes off his hood and reveals himself to be Skunkbeard.
Why, you have very smooth thighs, my lady. Only came here for you.
What the f, SB? Keep your nasty hands off of me, and I am not your lady.
Yes, this Dorito nutsack followed us. I turned my head in shock to see this sneaking turd right next to us. I look at his hoodie, and I put 2 and 2 together. Wait, you were that weird mother following us? What the is your problem?
I don't like you trying to take my lady. She needs a nice guy like me. You'll just use her and abuse her.
What the Skunkbeard? Kay's not like that at all, you stupid.
Is this the guy you told me about? He looks like a rotten onion.
Nobody asked you,
Who are you calling a bitch, you bloated whale?
As the movie's coming to the end, he started making a scene, to the point that some of the folks around us started shushing us and yelling at us.
Shut the up. Come on, Naomi. I don't want you being with this abusive monkey.
This idiot grabbed Naomi by the arm and tries to take her away.
Let me go, you creep.
She manages to get herself loose from a stinky, greasy grip. I pushed him away from her, and he said,
"Leave me and my lady alone. She's mine. I'll fight for her honor, monkey."
He actually said this, and I do not take too kindly to that. Skunkbeard, go home. You're embarrassing yourself. And you call me a monkey one more time, and you'll see what happens. Some of the folks around us stopped watching the movie, and they had their eyes on us. A random dude got up and walked out.
Look, SB, I'm here with Kay, Jake, and Shanna. You are making a fool of yourself. Just leave, please.
But, my lady.
Dude, just fucking leave, you asshole. He walks over to me and pushes me, and he says,
"Fine then. Just stay with this stupid
Some of the folks around there were in disbelief and was shocked that he actually said that. I get up, balled my right fist, cocked back and punched him in his fat greasy blob of a face. And he hit the ground pretty hard, but I didn't knock him out like I wanted to.
Whoa!
Damn, Kay, you gave him that right hook.
I didn't think Kay would hit him. Serves him right, racist piece of shit.
With all the commotion going on, a theater worker walked into the room with the random dude just when the end credits started to roll. Alright, what's going on here? Skunkbeard gets up with his bruised face and tries to lie about everything and pin everything on us. The gang and I are just baffled that Captain Dorito Nut is trying to pull this, but luckily, the random dude is there to save the day. That's not true. He started all the mess, sir. He was touching that girl and calling them racist things so he could provoke them.
Fucking snitch!
Okay, sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Now.
Like hell I am! I paid to be here!
To harass a girl that doesn't like you?
Sir, either you leave or I call the police. Skunkbeard had a look of defeat on his face as he ran out the theater's exit. The lights came on, and everybody gets up and starts to leave. We do the same thing, as the night was ruined, but before we could, the random dude walks up to me and says, "Hey dude, sorry that guy ruined your night." Hey man, don't worry about it. Oh, and thanks for sticking up for us back there. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't stepped in. No problem, man. The random dude went on his merry way, and we get in the car and go for a bite. We were cracking jokes, just to lighten the mood. I took Shanna and Jake home, then I drove Naomi home. I walked her to her porch, and we talked for a few minutes. Hey Naomi, I'm sorry about tonight.
I'm sorry for that asshole ruining everything. Kay, it's not your fault. Shit happens.
I know, but I was hoping we could at least see the end credit scene.
I know, right? That, and I can't believe you punched him in the face, though.
Yeah, he had it coming. That, and I wasn't gonna let him get away with that shit.
Hey, for what it's worth, I still had a good time. Hopefully on our next date, we won't have to deal with that idiot.
I hope so too. She opens the door, and just before she walks in, she kisses me on the cheek.
Night, Kay.
Not Naomi. This took place about 4 or 5 months after the double date disaster. Naomi and I, we're getting really close. I won't sugarcoat it. I'm in love, y'all. It was that time of year again, when our city was gonna have an anime festival or convention. Naomi, Hanabi, and I was looking forward to going for a while. It was my second year in a row. Only this time, I was cosplaying. This was the first time for me. And having a girlfriend that liked anime too, we were hyped. All my fellow nerds, anime fans, and gamers, trust me, there's nothing more awesome than having a girlfriend or boyfriend that likes the same stuff as you do, and will cosplay with you. We go together and get our costumes ready at my apartment. I was a little self-conscious about it. It was getting me out of my comfort zone, but Naomi talked me into it. She's very persuasive. I was Yasuki Urameshi from Yo-Yo Hakusho. Naomi was Sailor Mars from Sailor Moon. Quick anime fact. The creator of those series are married. No, seriously, look it up. It surprised the hell out of me too. I'm starting to get Toonami flashbacks. Hanabi was Ryoko Matoi from Kill la Kill. Before you start thinking, whoa, she walked around in that skimpy outfit, get your minds out of the gutter. She was wearing the school uniform version of Senketsu, what the character wears when she's not fighting. Hanabi would never wear anything like that in public. Not that she couldn't, because she's as pretty as her sister, she just wouldn't want that kind of attention. In other words, every weeb and neckbeard in there would probably have a heart attack, and their heads would explode. This was being held at our civic center, or library. It's pretty small compared to other events. Soon after we walked in, there was a lot of guys staring at Naomi and Hanabi, and they weren't subtle about it either. The place was awesome. We had 3 voice actors, Veronica Taylor, the original Ash Ketchum, and the best real Ash. Yeah, I said it. Chuck Huber, Android 17. At the time I didn't know who he was, and I regret not getting his autograph. And Todd Habercorn, or Natsu Dragnil, the GOAT. We mainly went to get Veronica and Todd's autograph. As we were walking around checking out the booths, we walked past a really big guy. He was wearing a no-face mask. You know, the creepy creature from Spirited Away? My favorite Miyazaki movie, next to Princess Mononoke and Howl's Moving Castle. We didn't know who it was under the mask. At least not yet. The guy kept following us around, taking inappropriate pictures, probably for his spank bank. Nasty scumbag. Now here's something that I want to reiterate about Hanabi. Even though she's a sweet girl, she is really tough. She can be classified as a deadly weapon. Before her and Naomi came to the States, she studied Aikido, Judo, and Karate for 6 years. She's pretty damn good. I'll put it to you this way. She's like 5'3" or 5'4", and I'm 5'10". I know Muay Thai, and I'm twice her size. And I won't spar against her. She can be really sweet when she wants to. She's usually somewhat nice, but stern when she has to be. She gets really savage when she rejects a guy who's being excessively creepy and annoying. And this is where No Face Guy comes in.
Hello, my lady.
Goodbye, Blobfather. Go bother someone else, creep.
I like it when you call me daddy. Be my curvy lolly queen, my lady.
WTF? Ew, no. No thank you, I have a boyfriend. And don't call me a freaking lolly.
She really hates it when people mistake her for a child, and when some weirdo calls her a lolly.
I'm sure you do. But does he treat you like a gentleman?
Yeah, he does. And we are happy. Now go away, a-hole.
I bet he doesn't even know how to please a woman of your caliber like I do. I'm an expert at Asian
I kid you not. This creep actually said this. Naomi and I was looking at this fool with such disgust. I wanted to punch him, but I didn't want to get kicked out or arrested. And I didn't want to upset Naomi by losing my temper over some perv in a mask. Look, bro, she's not interested in you. Move on. You're embarrassing yourself saying shit like that.
She already has a boyfriend, you creepy mother. Now leave my sister alone. She's not interested.
Now, Naomi's gotten bolder. She stands up for herself, and she cusses more. She's been hanging around me too much, I guess, and it shows. I'm kind of proud of it. Dude, you need to seriously get the on somewhere else.
Okay, mind your own business, asshole, cause I was talking to her. She needs a real man, a gentleman, not some beta male asshole.
It was at this moment that this fool screwed up. Hanabi just ruined this nasty creep's career when she said,
Hey, fatty, don't talk trash about my BF. Calling yourself a gentleman won't get you a girlfriend or laid. You can call yourself an expert on but your voice and BO just scream virgin.
Damn, H!
Got him.
A few people around us was laughing pretty hard. He gets furious and he says,
You little you'll be mine soon enough.
After hearing this, it clicked in my head. That voice was familiar, in a very bad way. I couldn't tell if the mask was muffling his voice, or he was given a very bad attempt at disguising his voice. Either way, I didn't care. I walked up to him. He flinched and ran off before I can get close enough to him. I was gonna pull his mask off Scooby-Doo style. Hanabi was still pretty upset about this, and she said,
Wow, racist much? What a coward. He better be glad he ran. I was gonna mess him up.
Hanabi, don't let that creep ruin our day.
Yeah, let's have a good time. F that dude. After that horror show, we all thought that was over. But boy, were we wrong. An hour passes. We get Veronica's autograph, and we're in line to get Todd's. This creep is still taking pictures and sneaking around. We ignore him, and we keep trying to enjoy our day. Because screw that guy. By the way, Todd Habercorn, he's the GOAT. If you're not familiar, GOAT means greatest of all time. He loves his fans. He stayed an extra 20 minutes to finish everyone's autograph in line, before packing up and leaving. After that, we went to the food vendors for a bite. Naomi and I were in line, but Hanabi, she went to the bathrooms, and that's when it happened. According to Hanabi, this nasty grease trap followed her into the empty bathroom. He cornered her, at least he tried to, and he got a big surprise. This is how it went down.
What are you doing here? This is a girl's bathroom. Get the out of here, creep.
I'm here for you, my lady. You're mine now.
This nasty creep unzips his pants, and he whips it out. Hanabi said it looked like a pale, dirty baby carrot. Ew, Jesus, kill that image with fire, water, and all the other elements.
Oh, no. Get the away from me.
He gets closer to her and tries to grab her chest. Big mistake, she kicked him square in the balls. and punched him in the face several times. She knocked him senseless and he hit the floor. He's screaming in pain so loud, some of the folks could hear him over the music, and people started to crowd around the bathroom. Why no one tried to go in, I don't know. Naomi and I literally dropped our food to see what was going on, and to see what was taking Hanabi so long. She walked out, went up to one of the con workers, told them what happened, and asked them to call the police. We see her in front of the bathroom door. Naomi and I just sprint towards her. Naomi hugs her, and I'm trying to figure out what happened. She tells us what happened, open the bathroom door, and I see him on the floor twitching like a cockroach who just got sprayed with Raid. Then I realized who it was. I saw the mask on the floor, and my assumptions were right. That's Skunkbeard? I f***ing knew it! That mother didn't touch you, did he?
Wait, you mean that's the guy that ruined your first date? And no, but he tried to, and I messed him up.
SB, what the is he doing here?
I don't know, but the cops are on the way.
Oh, this should be good.
Good, serves that perv right.
Is it bad that I want to go up to him and say, you just got knocked the out?
Yes, Kay, you are so stupid.
That's it, no more Friday for you.
15 minutes go by, and the cop comes strolling in. He asks the con workers what's going on. The con worker points in our direction. It's Officer Dan, and he walks toward us. Now, Officer Dan, he's a pretty good guy. I know him pretty well. I went to school with his son. He's around 48 years old. He comes up to me and he says, "Hey, aren't you Archie's boy? Kay, right? What seems to be the trouble here, son?" "Yes, sir, I am. We need you to handle this fool in the bathroom."
There's a guy in there that's been giving us trouble and stalking us.
He tried to molest me in the bathroom.
Tried to molest you? Yes, sir. She beat his ass. In self-defense, of course. As Officer Dan is taking the info about Skunkbeard's creepy acts, he tries to walk into the bathroom to arrest Skunkbeard. Skunkbeard tries to run, but he fails epically. He fell face first in front of a group of cosplayers that were dressed as Goku's family. Officer Dan lifts the scumbag up, cuffs him, and reads him his Miranda rights. "Sir, you have the right to remain silent." Yeah, you know the rest. "Let me go! I didn't do anything! She's a slut! Wearing that outfit! Damn teeth!" Officer Dan escorts him to the car. The whole crowd was looking at him, wondering what was going on. Officer Dan puts him in the back. He's still yelling racist slurs and cursing. "Sir, you better keep your damn mouth shut, because you're just making it worse on yourself." "You! Pig!" He then drove off. We had about 2 hours of enjoying ourselves, then we went home. The last we heard, he got 10 years in penitentiary for sexual assault and a few other charges, because he actually had a history of sick, creepy behavior. Good riddance to bad rubbish. I hope he rots in there. He already has the odor. Thus ends my encounter with this sick, racist Neckbeard. Me and Naomi are now engaged, and we're set to get married around 2021. Thank you very much for joining me for this edition of the Neckbeard Experience. I want to give a shout out to the author, and I also want to do what he did. He gave a shout out to all the other YouTubers, such as Moonhorse, Q-Star, me, Walter Fate, and another shout out to Alex from Daily Dose of Reddit. I wanted to go ahead and do that myself. They do great work, so I hope you check them out as well. Thank you all for joining me. I'm glad that sicko's behind bars. That's where he belongs. And congratulations on the engagement. It's really awesome to have a nerd mate. As a matter of fact, Red, she's kind of a nerd savant. When we got married, she wasn't too familiar with video games, anime, or Star Wars. But after we got married, I think she surpassed the master, because she's found some of my favorite anime, and she plays video games better than me, so I'm proud of her. Thank you all again for joining me, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope I did the story justice. I finally typed up the script for the next Neckbeard Grimm. It is going to be about Little Red Riding Hood. I went according to the story that was in the Grimm Fairy Tales book. If I ever get done with the Grimm Fairy Tales, I'll probably do the same thing to Greek mythology. Tell you what, Greek mythology, they are chock full of nice guys. Thank you so much to Raffaella Viola for doing the voice of Hanabi. I also want to give a thanks to my wife for doing the voice of Naomi and Jake's girlfriend. Well, until next time, this is Dallas, signing off.